Hey there! If you're a nail salon owner, you already know the hustle is real. I mean, getting new people in the door is one thing, but getting them to come back and back again, that's the real game changer. So today, we're going to dive into how you can use some smart tech to totally transform your client experience and build some serious loyalty. We're talking turning first-timers into your biggest fans. So let's just get right to it. This is the big question, isn't it? Are the people walking into your salon just one and done, or are you actually building a community, a group of loyal, lifelong clients who rave about your business? The difference, honestly, is everything. And that pressure, wow, it's relentless. You know the feeling, staring at those empty spots in your calendar, worrying about the unpredictable income. It feels like you're stuck in this endless, expensive loop of chasing new business instead of just taking care of the amazing clients you already have. It's a huge pain point for so many, but I promise there is a much smarter way to do this. Okay, so let's think of this as a riddle we're going to solve together, the client retention riddle. How do we turn every single hello into a definite see you again soon? Because let's be real, you're not just in this for the paycheck. You're an artist. You're passionate about what you do. You pour your heart and soul into making every single person who walks in feel special. The whole goal is to have a salon that's just buzzing with happy, loyal clients who keep coming back because of that connection they have with you. So if all that passion is there, what's going wrong? Well, a lot of the time it comes down to the tools we're using. So let's take a look at why some of the old school methods just aren't cutting it anymore. And here's where we see the big disconnect. The old way of doing things, generic flyers, maybe some manual reminder calls, it's all pretty impersonal and takes up so much of your time. But what do clients expect today? The total opposite. They want things to be personalized, super convenient, and they want to feel valued and remembered, not just like another number in your appointment book. And when there's that huge gap between what you're doing and what they're expecting, well, this is what happens. You get trapped in that revolving door, that high turnover cycle. It just drains your time, your money, and makes consistent growth feel pretty much impossible. But what if you could just completely break that cycle? Well, you can. And that brings us to this really cool concept, the smart saloon. Now, before you panic, a smart salon is not about replacing you with a bunch of robots, okay? Just think of it like this. You've got an AI-powered partner, a system that handles all the personalized client communication for you automatically so you can get back to doing what you love, creating amazing nails. Seriously, just imagine having the most perfect digital assistant, one who remembers that Sarah loves that specific shade of red, knows her birthday is coming up, and never forgets she prefers gel over acrylic. It's that incredible level of personal detail, but scaled up for every single one of your clients. Okay, so that sounds pretty amazing in theory, right? But how does this whole thing actually work? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the automated workflow that makes it all happen. The whole system really breaks down into 5 pretty simple steps. It kicks off with step 1, capture, where you're just gathering that key client info. Then step 2 is organize, where all that info flows into a neat, smart database. Step 3, personalize. This is where the magic happens and AI helps write those unique messages. Then step 4, automate, sends them out at just the right time without you lifting a finger. And finally, step 5 is all about design and delight, sending gorgeous branded offers that make your clients feel like VIPs. And here are the actual tools that make it all work, and they're super user-friendly. For your intake forms, you've got something like fillout.com. All that data gets organized in Notion, which becomes your smart client database. ChatGPT is like the AI brain that does the personalization. And a tool called make.com is the glue that connects everything together and automates it. And of course, you use Canva to design all those beautiful visuals. Put them all together and you've got a powerhouse system for your salon. So what does this look like for your client? Well, instead of that boring generic text that says, time for your next appointment, they get something like this. See how specific that is? It shows you remember what they like, it's actually helpful, and it feels personal. This is how you build a real connection. All right, so we've seen the how, but let's talk about the why. Why is this personalized approach just so darned effective? It's because loyalty today is so much more than just a little punch card. It's about an emotional connection. It's about making your clients feel seen, remembered, and genuinely valued every single time they hear from you. You're tapping into that basic human desire to be recognized, and that's what turns a simple transaction into a real relationship. And this isn't just some fluffy, feel-good theory. The results are real, and they show up in your business. This emotional connection leads directly to more repeat visits, way higher client satisfaction, and a much, much stronger sense of brand loyalty that's tough to break.
So what this all really means is you're taking what was probably your biggest headache, getting clients to come back, and you're turning it into your most powerful, most reliable engine for growing your business. It's a total game changer.
Feeling fired up? I hope so. The best part is you don't have to build this entire system tomorrow. You can start getting results with just a few quick wins. So let's look at some things you can do like right now. Seriously, you can start small and see a huge impact. The first thing you can do is just create a simple online intake form to start capturing what your clients love right from the get-go. Then you can use that info to set up some personalized reminders, maybe even whip up a beautiful birthday offer in Canva. Each of these small steps, from getting feedback to sending targeted offers, moves you closer to becoming a full-fledged smart salon. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. When you bring in this kind of personalization and automation, you're not just doing better marketing. You are fundamentally changing the entire relationship you have with your clients. So what if every single first impression you made was so personal, so memorable, that it pretty much guaranteed they'd be a client for life? That's the power we're talking about here.